Occupational English test. Listening test. This test has 3 parts. In each part, you'll hear a number of different extracts. At the start of each extract, you'll hear this sound. You'll have time to read the questions before you hear each extract, and you'll hear each extract once only. Complete your answers as you listen. At the end of the test, you'll have 2 minutes to check your answers. Part A. In this part of the test, you'll hear 2 different extracts. In each extract, a health professional is talking to a patient. For questions 1 to 24, complete the notes with information that you hear. Now, look at the notes for Extract 1. Extract 1, questions 1 to 12. For questions 1 to 12, complete the notes with a word or short phrase that you hear. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Good morning, Dr. Thompson. Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
Good morning, Robert. Not a problem at all. Please take a seat. I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson. Now let's discuss what's been bothering you.
Well, I have been feeling really tired recently, and no matter how much I rest, I don't seem to feel any better.
I see. That sounds challenging. Have you experienced any other symptoms along with the fatigue?
Yes, I seem to be out of breath often, and my heart races even when I'm resting.
All right. Have you noticed any changes in the color of your skin or eyes, perhaps a paleness?
Indeed, my wife remarked that I look paler than usual. She's the one who insisted I come to see a doctor.
It's good that you came in. Have you experienced any dizziness, headaches, or lightheadedness?
Yes, especially when I stand up too quickly. I feel really dizzy and lightheaded.
Have you been taking any medications or supplements? Maybe something over the counter?
No, not really. I try to avoid taking medication unless absolutely necessary.
I understand. How about your dietary habits? Are you eating a balanced diet?
I've been a vegetarian for years. I try to eat a balanced diet, but my appetite has decreased lately.
Noted. A decrease in red meat consumption can sometimes lead to low iron levels, contributing to anemia. Have you experienced any issues with your digestive system?
I have experienced some discomfort and bloating, yes.
Robert, I would like to understand a bit more about your background. Can you tell me about your family and work?
I am married with 1 child, a 5-year-old daughter. I work as a software developer, mostly working from home.
Do you have any recent travel history, especially to areas with poor sanitation or where malaria is prevalent?
No, I haven't traveled out of the country in a couple of years.
Great. Can you share some details about your general health and lifestyle? Do you smoke or consume alcohol?
I don't smoke, and I rarely drink, maybe a glass of wine occasionally with dinner.
That's good to hear. Now, moving on to your family medical history. How is the health of your parents and siblings?
My parents are generally healthy, though my mother has type 2 diabetes. I have a brother, and as far as I know, he's healthy.
I see. Given your symptoms and lifestyle, it would be prudent to run some tests to rule out anemia and understand your overall health better. This would likely include a complete blood count to look at your red blood cells, hemoglobin, and hematocrit levels.
That makes sense. I just want to understand what's happening and hopefully feel better soon.
Absolutely, Robert. We'll make sure to get to the bottom of this. I'll have my assistant set up the necessary appointments for your tests. Once we have the results, we can discuss the appropriate treatment options and any lifestyle changes that might be helpful.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. I appreciate your thoroughness and look forward to resolving this issue.
Extract 2, questions 13 to 24. For questions 13 to 24, complete the notes with a word or short phrase that you hear. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Good morning, doctor. I've been struggling with itchy, red, and inflamed skin lately. I believe it's eczema.
Good morning. I'm sorry to hear you're experiencing this. Let's discuss your symptoms and medical history to get a clear picture. When did you first notice the symptoms?
It started a few weeks ago, but it's getting worse now. I have these rashes on my elbows and behind the knees.
Are you experiencing any other symptoms like blistering or oozing from the affected areas?
Yes, some areas are blistering and quite uncomfortable, especially at night.
How would you rate your itchiness on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most itchy?
I would say it's around 8. It's very irritating and keeps me awake at night.
Okay, have you tried anything to alleviate the symptoms so far?
I've been using over-the-counter hydrocortisone cream, but it hasn't helped much.
All right, let's discuss your medical history. Do you or any family member have a history of allergies, asthma, or other skin conditions?
My mother has hay fever, and I had asthma as a child.
Have you been exposed to any new products, substances, or environments that could have triggered this reaction?
I haven't changed my detergent or skincare products, and I haven't been to any new environments lately.
What about your diet? Have you introduced any new foods recently?
No, my diet has been the same for quite some time.
How many times do you bathe or shower a day? And are you using any specific soaps or body washes?
I shower once a day and use a mild, fragrance-free soap.
Good. Eczema tends to get worse with harsh soaps and frequent washing. Are you currently on any medication?
I am on antihistamines for seasonal allergies.
Given your history and symptoms, this does seem like eczema. Ideal management includes avoiding triggers, keeping the skin moisturized, and managing symptoms. However, since over-the-counter treatments aren't working, you might need prescription medication. Topical steroids, calcineurin inhibitors, or other anti-inflammatory creams can be effective. In some cases, a course of oral steroids might be necessary.
What would be the next steps, doctor?
I'll need to run some tests, including blood work and possibly a skin biopsy to confirm the diagnosis and rule out other conditions. After that, we can discuss a detailed treatment plan, including lifestyle modifications, skincare routine, and medication. It's also important to manage stress, as it can exacerbate eczema.
I appreciate your help. Let's proceed with the tests and formulate a plan to manage this condition.
Excellent. Once we have the test results, we'll meet again to go over your tailored treatment plan. Keep the affected area clean and moisturized until then, and try to avoid scratching as it can lead to infection.
Thank you, doctor. I look forward to resolving this issue soon.